Hello everyone, welcome to round 11 of the NOFSRL New Era Cup Series. We are live from the Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois for the Overton's 400. I'm Ari Sakala. Hope you all are having a great Christmas Eve so far, even though it is daylight. There is for one person where it's Christmas Eve and now it's turning to Christmas. I should say two people. But we've got a good race for you guys today. This race was originally supposed to take place at the 2018 version of Chicagoland. Yes, a new version where turns 1 and 2 the high line worked and turns 3 and 4 the low line worked. Would have provided exciting racing while testing it today before the race. And now when I started this up and are up once again, I was having issues with it because the game would crash just a few seconds in. So now we are back to the 2011 Pack Racing scary version of Chicagoland Speedway, and let me tell you something. This track always pumps me up, or this version I should say, because of how exciting the racing is, especially when we get to the endings. Another thing I would like to point out as well is from the Coke 600 yesterday to today, we were actually using 1x pit frequency. We were supposed to be using 2x for those races. However, because the finishes of those paths of both Charlotte and Michigan were very exciting at the end, I think pit stops would have definitely affected the outcome and would have decided a different winner and probably by a bigger margin. I have decided to keep this at 1x until we have a crappy finish. And then we'll go back up to 2x for pit stops. So if you missed us yesterday, we had two races. We did the Coke 600 and the Quicken Loans 400. And the Coke 600, Griffin Lynn only led 2 laps of the final 10 laps and won his first career Cup Series victory. And then Elijah Gordon won at his hometown track of Michigan International Speedway. It was a dominating race for Michiganeers, whatever you like to, Michigan people like to call themselves. But yeah, so we're all set to go racing. We just need the command to fire the engines, and then we will get you the starting lineup. Alright, here is the starting lineup. Alexander Russell and Marty Johnson line up the front row. Row 2, teams with the same affiliation. Jonathan Logan, Johnny Gardner. Row 3, Wyatt Quayle and Sam Doskin. Row 4, Josephine O'Neill and Michael Canto. Row 5, Jay Jefferson and Carter Friesen. Row 6, Jaden Scott and Jake Rogers. Row 7, Edward Mendez and Cole Baker. Row 8, Derek Hamill and Ethan Hoffman. Row 9, Cody Smart and Nathan Stapleton. And in row 10, William Brock and Michael Kelly. I think we had a problem, and it was with Griffin Lynn, so I'll actually restart this just to make it fair. Okay, now that's all set. What's happening, Mitchell? What's happening, Kenny? Let me share the link here real quick on my channel. Looking at the point standings here, going into today's race, as another problem this time with, I think that's Cole Baker, it is, so we'll restart this again. And another problem, okay. Last restart. If anyone has a problem this time, too bad, so sad. We need to go racing. Okay. Everyone's good. 67 laps around the 1.5 mile tri-oval. The point standings going into this race, Julio Caesar carries a 17-point lead over Michael Kelly headed into this round. Pace car will pull into pit road this time. Alexander Russell, Marty Johnson bring the field to the green flag. Round 11 of the New Era Cup Series from Chicagoland. It's the Overton's 400, and it's green. Oh, 4 wide off turn 4 already. There goes Derek Hamill around. A lot of drivers go around. The leader just went around. Alexander Russell gets hit from the 31 who goes on 2 wheels. Diego Yepez is in it, and this will bring up the first caution. This is why I wanted to race at the other version. First caution of the day is out. The race leader and pole sitter Alexander Russell. Ethan Hoffman's car destroyed. Derek Hamill involved in the accident as well. You see Diego Yepez in the 6, leaking fluid. We see a few drivers coming into pit road this time, but Wyatt Quayle will be the race leader. So let's watch the 37 of Derek Hamill and see what happened. A lot of different things happened here. Off turn 4, 4 wide doesn't work here. Baker just gets squeezed up into the wall and turns Derek Hamill. He saves it, luckily. And then you see there, Alexander Russell got turned from, I think it was Johnny Garner, who turned the 22 around. I think the 6 may have actually hit the wall, which he did. Got in the 22, hits the 11, and back up into the 7. And then there's the 31, who was coming to the high side. There's Dio Yepez coming in 3rd in the standings, just 17 points back. John Andrews way loose as he makes a nice save there. Let's look at it here in real time. Ethan Hoffman up on 2 real wheels there. We only have 1 on board here, and that's going to come from the 6 of Dio Yepez, who started in 23rd in the race. What's happening, Dusty people? We just had nowhere to go once the 31 hit the 7. Yepez has called it quits. Let's see here. After 2 to 3 laps, Yepez and Hoffman are out of the race. Not the start we wanted at Chicagoland. Hopefully we get some better racing here as when we get to the restart. I think right now we're going to fast forward and get right back to the restart. There we go. So Wyatt Quayle is the race leader. Jonathan Logan 2nd. Joseph Inonio is 3rd. Marty Johnson 4th. Jay Jefferson's 5th. Jaden Scott 6th. Sam Alskin 7th. Then Mendez 8th. Michael Canto 9th. And Carter Friesen rounds out the top 10. It looks like we have another car with some problems. There is a gap. And someone is blown up, and it's Brad Stover in the 48, who will most likely coast to a stop on the apron in turn 2. Tough break for the 48. Will be a single file restart. All drivers on track are currently on the lead lap. Stover, a tough break, was running in 21st at the time. He's had a tough season so far, and I think right now he's going to coast to a stop just below the apron. This could bring out a caution if he doesn't get stopped in time. Wyatt Quayle brings them into the Geico restart zones. We're back to racing. Stover's car comes to a stop. I think he'll get a tow in time. And Michael Kelly has a problem. That's 200 cars with problems and one caution. Wow, that's surprising already as you see the 12 car Marty Johnson tries to take third away from Josephine O'Neill. Going to be 3 wide for 4th position here. Jaden Scott has to check up for a moment. Few cars scrape the wall off turn 4 as Quayle continues to lead. Johnson looking underneath Logan for 2nd. Going into the turn, Jefferson's going to work with the 12 car. Off of turn 2. Big pack racing up here led by Carter Friesen, Michael Cantor, and Josephine O'Neill. They're 3 wide entering turn 3. Little bit tight between O'Neill and Canto off turn 4 for a moment. Keeping it going as Johnson's trying to look underneath Quayle for the lead. New leader of the 12 working with the Wood Brothers 21 of Logan. They're 3 wide for 4th, Jefferson, Rowe, and Scott. And now Logan's looking to try and take the lead. He's got to check up for a moment. Scott and Jefferson beating and banging off turn 4. Whoa, watch out. O'Neill and Rogers got together. They keep it going and save it. And now they go 3 wide for 3rd. Alexander Rowe looking to the bottom as Logan looks for the lead off turn 2. Alexander Rowe, he's had a great past few races. A win's going to be coming shortly for that 24, so he's going to look to the inside for the lead. 3 wide, 4 wide off turn 4. They keep it going somehow. Stuart Grattan on the apron, his teammate Cole Baker next to him. Jonathan Logan looking back underneath Alexander Rowe. Can't do it there. Good battle for 3rd. Jaden Scott and Jay Jefferson. Gatlin Downey enters the picture as well in the 51. It's going to go 3 wide. Jefferson and Scott make contact. Bumping and banging. Door to door off turn 4. Scott and Jefferson make some contact. Logan leads the 10th lap. Here goes Gatlin Downey looking for 2nd on Alexander Rowe. Trying to take the spot away, and he will. And someone spun out. I believe that was Johnny Garner. Let's look at the replay here real quick. It was, I think it was Elijah Gordon in the 72. Nope, it was Brian Webb. It was, I think, a 4 wide moment off of turn 2, going 4 wide. These guys get together, and somehow Brian Webb makes a spectacular save. Focusing our eyes back up front here. Good battle for the latest. Carter Friesen hits the 51. A few more drivers scrape the wall. Baker's going to get turned from Marty Johnson. Collects teammates Stuart Grattan and Jaden Scott. This will bring up the 2nd caution in the race. Everyone scatters. Very tight coming to the line. And at the 2nd caution flag, Alexander Rowe will be the race leader. Now we'll see if we are going to have any pit stops. Looks like everyone's going to stay out for right now. You see Steve Morgan down pit road. So Jaden Scott, Cole Baker, Stuart Grattan, Marty Johnson, the instigator there. Let's watch the replay. So coming off of turn 4 here, Baker, he's going to hit the wall, and Johnson just turns the 42 around. I think we saw a similar moment with this Johnson. I think he turned around. Can't remember who it was, but Baker comes up into Grattan and Scott. And I have no idea how everyone else, as they were missing the crash, got through cleanly. Very impressive. Same with Derek Campbell. He decides to go to the apron and miss it. Here it is in real time. Just the slightest contact. Grant and Scott nowhere to go. Everyone else misses the rack. This was inside the top 10. Ooh, William Brock and Colin Denton with close calls. So we shouldn't see anyone retire from that. The issues with Brad Stover and Michael Kelly. Stover with piston problems. Kelly with header issues. So now, right now, if you're Alexander Rowe, are you concerned at the moment? He's leading right now after 14 laps. We'll get ready for the restart. So 1 to go before we get back to the restart. Only one driver on the inside line, 1 lap down. That's Steve Moore. You can see he's got some damage. I think he was part of that Brian Webb save that caused some problems. Baker, Scott, and Grattan will line up in the back of the pack. Last 3 cars on the lead lap. Tail end of the longest line. Alexander Rowe will restart as the race leader. Jonathan Logan will be second. Carter Friesen third. Wyatt Quayle 4th, Kenny Stremme 5th, Gatlin Downey 6th, Jay Jefferson 7th, Marty Johnson 8th, Michael Canto 9th, Samit Ozkin is 10th, Ryan New is 11th, Jake Rogers 12th, Cody Smart 13th, Tristan Allen 14th, Nathan Stapleton 15th, Aiden Shepard 16th, Daniel McMillan 17th, Brad Cheston 18th, Griffin Lynn 19th, and Justin Didell rounds out the top 20. We get ready for the restart. Alexander Rowe will lead the field back down to green as the pace car pulls in. And we're back racing. Morgan, like we expected, will let the leaders go by. A good restart there for the 24. Gets about a 2-car length lead over Jonathan Logan. I thought we had an accident for a moment in turn 1. Nope, we don't. Everyone gets by cleanly here. A lot of single file race, and everyone's just trying to get by that 13 car of Steve Morgan, who's in the middle line. Could be the low line here. Ooh, very tight off turn 4. They keep her going. And now the battle for 4th is on. Wyatt Quayle and Kenny Stremme. Quayle looking to the bottom here on the 55. Off of turn 2. At Chicagoland, you really want that low line. It works perfectly here. But he could not finish it well. Gatlin Downey has to check up for a moment, or else he would have bumped the 47 out of the way, and Downey hits the wall. I think I saw yellow on the track, and we do. Oh, big crash. 1 car upside down, and it's Morgan. Collects Canto and Grattan. Baker and Monaco look like we're going to stay with Gardner, Smart, and Russell. And it brings out the 3rd caution of the day. The 13 crunched up, went upside down, and is done. And everyone's going to come in here except for the leader, Quayle and Downey. So Logan will bring them all down pit road. And we'll watch what happens here. 55, the first one in the pit. Let's see what he does. And looks like a 4-tire stop for the 55. 23 is in pit road as well. Looks like this will be a 4-tire change. It is. Jonathan Logan looks like 4 tires as well on the 21. It is. Let's see who wins the race out pit road. Stremmy's got a good chance. Watch out for Russell. Close call there. Logan will win it. Steve Morgan in the 13 already called it quits. Let's watch the replay and see what happened. So this actually happened in front of the 13. Looks like DJ Reed gets into Canto. Fitzwater kind of assisting. Canto spins up into the 13. The 41 hits the 13, sending Morgan upside down. And then Grant and Monaco get involved in the crash. The 13 goes back on all fours. Let's take a look at this in real time. Boom. That's a hard hit. Morgan smart. Canto taking a lot of hard licks. See, Griffin Lynn does a great job to miss it. Elijah Gordon in the right place at the right time. Let's watch first off in the rear bumper camera of Caesar. Now from the 19 of Canto, we'll watch from his rear bumper as well. Check out the rear bumper camera there. And let's go from Elijah Gordon in the 72. Good job just to miss it. Caution flag back out. The top three decided to stay out on that round of pit stops. That is Alexander Rowe, Wyatt Quayle, Gatlin Downey, some of the front runners in the race. After that wreck, let's see who it took out. Canto and Morgan, the only ones that are done for the day, so 36 drivers on track with 21 laps complete. So Jonathan Logan will line up in 4th, Kenny Stremme will be 5th, Carter Friesen 6th, Ryan New 7th, Jake Rogers 8th, Marty Johnson is 9th, Aiden Shepard 10th, Sam King will be in 11th, Daniel McMillan 12th, Nathan Stapleton 13th, Tristan Allen 14th, Brad Cheston 15th, William Brock 16th, Julio Caesar 17th, Colin Denson 18th, Zachary Fitzwater 19th, Jay Jefferson is 20th. Average speed so far has been just under 100 miles an hour. Hopefully it gets improved. We've only had 3 cautions today. 12 laps have been under caution, 10 under the green flag. Alexander Rowe leads the field back to the green flag. It's going to be a single file restart as Morgan was taken out. He'll bring the field back down for the restart. And he gets a good jump. They're all single file into turn 1. Ryan New is going to make the first move here on the 23, looking for 6th. And New will advance. Friesen not in the place where he wants to be at the moment. He's going to lose another spot to Jake Rogers. Aiden Shepard looking underneath Marty Johnson. 3 wide behind them. McMillan, Oskin, and Allen playing it pretty tight off turn 4. Downey looks for 2nd on Quayle. Here comes Stremme and Logan. Stremme and Logan both have those 4 fresh Goodyears. 3 wide off turn 2. Trying to advance. Can't do anything about that contact between the 21 and the 47. Quayle gets into the wall. And now Logan up in 3rd as Stremme goes down the apron. Looking for second is Logan. Here comes Jake Rogers looking underneath the 55. 4 wide off turn 2. There goes Friesen around with Tristan Allen. Ryan New, excuse me, is in it as well. Friesen, a beautiful 360 and saves it as we race back to the line for the 4th caution. Stapleton hits Marty Johnson. Ah, they did not save it. Oh, is that the leaders? It is. A major stack up coming to the line. Are they gonna survive it? They don't. Friesen's gonna get turned. Johnson goes around. Zidell, Shepard, Allen. Garner's involved. And the leader just blew up. Alexander Rowe, was he part of that wreck? I am not too sure. That's the 3rd Hendrick car that's blown up today. This gives Colin Denton the race lead. Oh my goodness. Let's just watch the replay. From the blimp we'll go. So McMillan is going to force the issue and take it 4 wide off turn 2. Ryan New and Carter Friesen get tight. New's going to get up into the wall. Friesen's going to go around. It's going to be a 360. Luckily, he keeps the car going. Johnson and Stapleton check up. Then what happened with the 55? This will give us the best view. Oh, Downey and Logan get up together into the wall, battling for second. Strebe trying to miss it. Rogers gets involved. Quayle just missing it. McMillan and Brock tangle up. Stapleton just misses. Oh my goodness. And then we had another stack up here just past the caution flag. Johnson into Fitzy. Into Friesen. O'Neill spins Johnson around. Another issue here. Shepard, Allen, and Zidell get together. They go hard up into the wall. Everyone else trying to miss it. Gardner hits his teammate. So all 3 Penske drivers involved. And then how did I think the 24 were just slowing down. He was good here. And then somehow the engine let go. Wow. That's all I can say after that. Let's just get straight to the onboards here. Let's first watch Ryan New. Got squeezed up there from Friesen, and luckily he saved it. And now we'll go on board with let's go with the 21. This is Logan. Logan's car destroyed. He will be done for the day. And then, who do we watch here? Let's watch Tristan Allen. He'll give us a good angle from the caution ahead. A lot of angry drivers on track right now. I think that's what it is. They just can't control their emotions. That's what I believe. So after that, it took a lot of drivers taken out. So Colin Denton will be in command. He will be in the race lead. And a camshaft issue on the 24 Took him out. Also done, Elijah Gordon, Marty Johnson, Johnny Garner, Aiden Shepard, William Brock, Jonathan Logan, Cole Baker, John Andrews, and Eric Monaco. Or Monaco, I think, was done beforehand. So we get ready to restart on lap 30. Colin Denton, he's won at this track before. He'll be in the race lead. Julio Caesar second, Tristan Allen third, DJ Reed fourth, and Zachary Fitzwater is in fifth. Back to green. Caesar looking inside on Denton. This is for the lead. He's got a visor cam for us today. Go on board with him. Caesar goes by, takes the lead, 3 wide for fourth. Fitzy, Allen, and O'Neill. Allen gets up into the wall, keeps the car going. How about the top 5 right now? All Fords at the moment. We've seen it as Chevrolet in the past, but now it's all Fords. Here's Reed underneath Denton. This is for second. Caution back out again. Webb and Jefferson and Oskin, Grattan and Stremme. I've not seen a wreck fest like this before in my life. Racing back to the line, it will be Caesar at the caution. Let's just go to the replay. So another big wreck takes out multiple drivers here. It looks like Grattan gets up into the wall and hits the 11. No, Oskin just gets into the 1 and turns the 11 around. I don't know what that was about, but Jefferson and Grattan take some licks there. Cheston gets involved. McMillan just missing it. He collects Russo as well. The A car misses it. Oh, how did Brian Webb get spun out with Kenny Stremme? I didn't see that coming into play. He had to hit someone. Does he hit the 11? Oh, yes, he does. Takes a big hit to the 11 car. The 55 in there as well, just nowhere to go. Go from the onboard to the 9. I think that's all 400 cars done for the day. I don't know why Webb's not even slowing down at that point. Let's watch the Jefferson spin in real time. Thank goodness for safer barriers. Oh, Daniel McMillan just misses it. Let's watch his onboard. Racing with Mendez and Friesen on the track. Wow. That close. Lynn is done, Russell's done, Oskin and Jefferson all done for the day. We'll have 2 drivers line up in the inside line. A lap down. McMillan has called it, I believe. Or, excuse me, not McMillan. Webb just called it quits. So 2 drivers line up in the inside line, a lap down. Daniel McMillan and Stuart Grattan. It will just be McMillan, it looks like, on this restart after 5 cautions. I apologize in advance for the wreck fest. The 66 should be on the inside line. I do not know why he's not. I think he got a penalty, so he has to line up at the longest line. But as we get ready to go back to green, top 4, all Fords at the moment. Julio Caesar is the race leader. Josephine O'Neill second. DJ Reed is third. Zachary Fitzwater fourth. Ryan New fifth. Nathan Stapleton sixth. Derek Hamill seventh. Jake Rogers eighth. Wyatt Quayle ninth. And Cody Smart rounds out the top 10. I think that's only 9 drivers in the field without any damage. 19 on the track, and we just hit the halfway point. Another demolition derby. I apologize for that. If this was the 2018 version, we would not be having that demolition derby issue. So yeah, hopefully it's not the case when we go to Daytona for the next race. When to go, so that's why. Okay, so now McMillan will be on the inside line. They were just not coming for the restart. Caesar will extend the points lead today, most likely. With Michael Kelly, Dio Yepez, Al. Ryan Newey's still on track, running 5th, but he's 25 points behind the points that are going into this race. Nowadays, I think it's a 30-point lead. Allen is done. Webb is done. Gordon's still out there, but he was a full race behind going into today. No, he's done as well. Mendez, I think he's still out here. He may be done too. No, he's still out there in the 4-car. Now a full race behind as Caesar is ready for the restart. Daytona will be later today. I don't know when. Could be after this race immediately. But I'm not too sure. As we get ready for the restart, Caesar gets going instantly. And New just lost a spot to Stapleton. Stapleton made the pass on the high side. He's going to look for the 4th spot here. Good restart by the 10 of Nathan Stapleton. And now make that a top 5 all-Ford battle. Here comes the 32 looking to the inside. This is for 2nd position. Stapleton is going to work for the 32 unless he decides to take it 3 wide to the bottom. That's 3 rookies. What Caesar wants to see in the rear view. Little contact between the 32 and the 38 as Stapleton's going to advance to 2nd spot. And now Fitzwater is going to work with Stapleton to try and take the 3rd position away. DJ Reed using the draft of Stapleton trying to defend the 3rd position. Fitzwater gets tight in the corner. Reed will keep the spot away. Here comes O'Neal looking for 4th. Oh, Justin Zidell, very loose off the corner, saves it. The 38, she goes to 4th. Here goes Wyatt Quill. He looks for 5th. Top 6, single file at the moment. Caesar trying to put the gap up to a half. 2nd lead over the 10 and the 32. He wants to see the battling happening. Now the gap is down to 4/10. 3 wide off turn 2. Fitzy looking inside. Wyatt Quill entering the picture as well in this battle. Oh no, Quill, don't take it 4 wide. Fitzy contact. Oh boy, they keep it going. Wow. Fitzwater somehow gets out of it clean. Now we got a yellow on the track for a moment. Here goes Quill to the inside. Stapleton 3 wide. Once again. For 3rd position. The 10 car has to check up. Meanwhile, with all that battling happening, the 17 has decided to check out himself. O'Neal looking inside on Quill for 3rd. Into the turn they go. O'Neal checks up. Oh, Zidell loose again from Derek Hamill this time. Makes the pass. Stapleton looking for fourth position. Lap traffic. Jaden Scott. Caesar escapes cleanly. I don't know about Fitzwater. He'll get by too. Quayle's going to get by. O'Neal gets by. Stapleton cannot. Oh, just slides up in front of DJ Reed and Galen Downey, and they're going to get stacked up. They're still getting slowed down by this. Downey and Zidell should be getting by shortly. Tough break for Stapleton and Reed. Stapleton nearly makes it 4 wide. Ooh, Stapleton and Scott touching twice there for a moment. Next slow car is going to be McMillan in turn 1. Here goes Quayle looking inside. Gap now 3/10 as Quayle looks for second. Same place. Does Caesar get by cleanly here? He gets slowed down just a little bit. Gets by. Fitzwater comes up. Here we go. Battle for the lead. 4 cars. Put them under a blanket. Nose to tail. The next slow car. Not going to be for a while. As Caesar goes up the track. Here goes the 14. They stay back. Slipping and sliding in 1 and 2. Pretty slick. O'Neal just staying back as she's trying to look. Here goes Fitzwater inside. Contact there. Fitzwater does not lead the lap. He takes the lead away. Here comes O'Neal. 3 wide for the second position. From the visor cam of Julio Caesar. He makes the big run into turn 3. Fitzwater tight there. Caesar back up front, and look at that. Look at the gap he just made on Fitzy. A quarter of a second faster. Oh my goodness. He ran a 27 that time. He's not done yet. Quayle looks for second. O'Neal may try and go 3 wide. Yes, she will. Hits the wall. The gap. Now about a half second. 43 hundredths. O'Neal trying to clear Quayle. Can't do it. Let's see what Fitzwater decides to do. Looks for second spot. And now the gap is going to be probably the same. Just down to 42 thousandths. Great battling for the second position. Fitzwater's going to slide up in front of O'Neal. I thought I saw some traffic ahead. They'll be catching up to Jaden Scott again. It'll come to 17 laps to go for 17. Has a great lead over second. O'Neal hits the wall. Let's look back. This is the battle for fifth. This is Galen Downey and Nathan Stapleton. Stapleton advances in the top 5. He's come back up to the top 5 after being slowed down by Jaden Scott and Daniel McMillan. DJ Reed trying to look underneath Colin Denton. Let's see how they are with the lap traffic once again. Nothing there yet. O'Neal looks underneath on Fitzy. Fitzwater hits the wall. Quayle comes up big time. Gap now 3.5 tenths. About a 5 car length lead right now for Caesar at the moment. They're going to go nearly 3 wide off turn 2. As O'Neal looking for second. Quayle takes it 3 wide off the corner. Fitzwater scrapes the wall. There's the 43. Let's watch what happens here. Gets slowed down a lot. The 38 trying to pass on the high side for the lead. Yes, Josephine O'Neal goes to the point. And Fitzwater got slowed down a little bit there by Jaden Scott. How about the pass on the high side for Josephine O'Neill? But Caesar looks back underneath. Quayle's gonna work for the 17. He slides up. Quayle does not go for it after that issue. This is the turn with the 17. Shine! Slides up into the 38, and here comes Quayle off turn 4. O'Neill hits the wall. Caesar gets back up front. Next car will be McMillan. He's off turn 2. Let's look at the 43. All trying to get by are the top 10. Quayle is just hoping Caesar makes a mistake. I think he may have for a moment. Quayle gets the draft from Caesar as we have 12 laps to go. There's the run for Quayle to the inside. Cannot make the pass off turn 2 hit stick just yet. Caesar, a perfect turn on the outside. I think Quayle's going to wait until they get by the 66. Oh, the 17 got on the wall. Here comes the 47 and the 38. Now what happens with McMillan? Someone's gonna have to give up here. Oh, the 17 just gets by. And Julio Caesar is gone. Fitzwater and O'Neill get by. Quayle can't. Ten laps to go. Next cars may be the 52 and the 41 as they enter turn 3. It's an 8/10 of a second lead for Julio Caesar down the backstretch, the points leader coming into today. Good battle for 5th. This is Stapleton and Downey. They're 5 seconds back on the race leader. But they're still racing hard, despite not having the fast pace. Stapleton gets up into the wall. 9 laps to go. Quayle looking to get by Fitzwater for 3rd. Ooh, little contact off turn 2. I might want to plug my Mac in before it dies out. Would not be good if it did die. Quayle now looks for 2nd on O'Neill. Trying everything he can do. That's how the yellow lights come on. We come to the line. 7 to go. This is a great battle for 2nd. And this is what Julio Caesar sees in his rearview mirror. Just sees a dot. Well, not really a dot, but it actually. Now it looks like a dot for right now. Quayle looking for the 2nd position. Quayle gets a little tight. O'Neill holding her line, gets into the wall, and here comes Fitzwater looking for 3rd. 6 to go. Fitzwater advances. Let's look back on the battle for 5th. That's 4 cars under a blanket for 5th. Colin Denton looking for 6 on Reed. Can't do it there. Stays back beyond traffic. Let's look at the update here. Jaden Scott once again off turn 4. It could determine who wins this race. We'll have to see as the top 2 scrape the wall. 5 to go. Now if a caution comes out, we go to overtime. The longest green flag run of the day. As O'Neill tries to get 3rd from Fitzwater. Tries to slide up as they catch up to the 43. Into the turn they go. Caesar gets slowed down. Trying to get by. Here comes Quayle, O'Neill, and Fitzy. Quayle has trouble getting by. 4 laps to go. And Wyatt Quayle will want a caution right now. He is hot on Fitzy. And it could come down to two other cars here. Cody Smart and Brad Cheston. Racing very hard at the moment. Fitzy is there. O'Neal is there. The 17 lost half of its lead because of lap traffic. 3 laps to go. Will it come down to the 41 and the 52? It's going to be close. These guys are going about 15 to 20 miles an hour faster than the leaders. O'Neal, a quarter of a second behind the 17. She's up to the 17 as they come to 2 to go. Caesar will not want to see a caution at all, and he does not want lap traffic to play a factor into this. O'Neal looks like she had a better 1-2 here. I think they're going to catch the 41 and the 52 at the last second. We'll have to see. It's going to come down to 1 lap. The white flag in the air, 1 to go for the 17. Will lap traffic play an issue? This is what it looks like from the visor camera as Caesar takes the white flag. Getting closer and closer. I don't think they're going to be an issue. I think the 17 is going to come home a winner. Down the backstretch for the final time. I think they're going to catch them before they take the start-finish line. Caesar trying to look to the inside on the 41, the 52. He does. And off turn 4, Julio Caesar is going to win at Chicagoland as the points leader. O'Neal comes home second. Fitzwater third, Quayle fourth, Stapleton fifth, Downey sixth, Reed seventh, Denton eighth, Rogers ninth, and New rounds out the top 10. So that's how it looks. Apologies that the race was a wreckfest. If the 2018 version was working well for us, I think the race would have had more people on track and maybe even lap traffic playing a bigger issue. Caesar wins today. Here's how the rest of the results look for those of you wondering what happened to you guys. So that's how that looks. So Julio Caesar, I think this is his second or third career win in the Cup Series. Let's update the wins list, and then we'll show you the standings. Alright, so there we go. So, that is Caesar's third win in the New Era Cup Series. Yes, I know it says Friendly Summer Series. Okay, good. That did it right. I always get nervous when that happens. And then we gotta find. Let's find Caesar. His fourth career win in the NOFSRL. ensure that I got updated. Yep. And so Caesar now has made it up to the cover page on the wins list. That can be saved there. Let's go into score 4 and update. Five cautions for 20 laps. Oh, wow. Only 8 lane change among 7 different drivers. That was a sad race today. The best race. Providing an exciting finish, though. Top 3, though, all Fords at the end of the day. And the best team of the race was Stuart Haas. Caesar led 37 of the 67 laps. Wow. And he'll retain his points lead, definitely. By almost a full race over Ryan New. 39 points is the gap. The top 2 of each won a race. Tristan Allen is now 3rd, 50 points back. Daniel McMillan, 4th, 53 points back. Michael Kelly drops 3 to 5th. Mendez gained 3 to 6th. Yepes drops 4 to 7th. Webb and Gordon each drop 1 to 8th and 9th. And Josephine O'Neill gains 5 up to 10th. Gaining the most spots was Wyatt Quayle and Nathan Stapleton. They gained 8 each. And I think Brad Stover, the biggest loser, dropping 9 in the standings. There's the earnings right now at the moment. And here are the team standings. Rookie standings and manufacturer standings. Still, no Toyota has won a race yet this year, and we have entered the second half of the season. New and Yepes tied in the rookie standings. That's providing a good battle up there. Next race, Daytona for the Coke Zero Sugar 400. Congratulations to Julio Caesar on winning today's race. I'm Maurice Kelly. You've been watching the NOFSRL New Era Cup Series. See you all at the next race, and until then, peace out.